Let's get this show on the road. Let's see what we can get done. Top 5 to advance. This one I already have. I think I have all of the day 1 rewards except for the top tier reward. Because that is the one reward I didn't get last time. I don't own Balder, so we'll hit that button. Sensei is pretty good, actually. I've had some pretty good luck with Sensei. And Sensei seems like a good bet for not losing immediately. So maybe we'll bring Sensei in. I do want to double check to see what the deck is before I get started. And if I have, what's his name? Old something or other, the guy that loves ties, that would be great. But it doesn't look like I do. Sensei is a captain that benefits, that does well with kind of lower powered units. So I might be able to bring in something like Nuada. Or I can just kind of let this rock, honestly. This looks like I'm kind of headed towards maybe a Butcher angle. Which makes me think I don't want to try and do all of this other stuff that I'm doing here. I do kind of like Blackbeard in this deck. Smug is... I feel like Smug is on the downswing, not particularly good these days. But Huntsman's good. And I think I can actually make, like, Don Quixote work in Sensei in a way that I can't really in most other decks. Rolo, I'm not convinced about. I'm gonna take a look here and see if there's anything else that I'd want to bring in. Yo, what's up, Hikikomori? How's it going? How did your runs go? You were streaming your tournament runs earlier today, right? I am trying to assemble a current meta Sensei deck with 0 current meta cards. I don't think I want to go the candy route here. There's like not a whole lot else that I'm excited to include in this deck. Do we run Almirage? Probably not. Alright, this is a pile. This is a reasonable pile. You got Bug and played round 4 2 times in a row? Woof. Bombed out first 2 runs, finally finished on the 3rd. Nice, good luck, good job. Yeah, I had like, my last month, I had just wildly out of control strong games in the beginning of the runs, and then could not for the life of me clinch 2nd place on the times that I needed it. But hopefully I'll have a better performance this time. Yeah, there's nothing else here that really speaks to me in terms of bringing it into this deck. I mean, we could try Hercules. I suppose Sensei is probably a good Hercules deck. Anybody else that like really benefits from having small amounts of power added? Not a whole lot. I mean, like, Mousetrap and Stinky are pretty good in Sensei, but that's not a thing that I need to take my deck into consideration for. If I had Anubis unlocked, Anubis would probably be a good choice here, but yeah, not a lot going on. Alright, well, it is what it is. We'll play with it. See how it goes. Starting off strong. I'm actually pretty happy to have Laser Shark here. I think Laser Shark is appealing. Nesting Scrubfowl is really interesting here, because I do like having that extra +2 to play with. But if I take the nesting scrub fowl, then that potentially offsets my ability to use Sensei unless I move them off of the +2. On the other hand, Rose is kind of a good pick just generally also. The extra health will be pretty nice, especially given that I will have a bunch of extra attack for my captain power. I like them both. I'm not actually sure which one to pick. I definitely want to pick one of these two, because I want both of my units to benefit from the Sensei power. Let's go with... I think I go with the Scrub Fowl, because that gives me some ability to play with powers. If I then pick up something a little bit more underpowered later, I could potentially slot it into the first slot in order to make it even. Like, my goal is to make all of my units an even amount of power if I can. So we'll go with the Scrub Fowl and see if this lets me play with things or this just hurts me. Alright. Good. Like, this early a tie is pretty much expected, so Peachy Queen is an obvious pick here, because it lines up with the power level of everything else. Gingerbread House also excellent here. And I think I might even want to do it this way to try and get a really powerful Laser Shark. Alright, well, looks like we got this one. Now, we have a real strong Laser Shark here. Flying Monkey actually gets everything else even, which is pretty cool. And I think I am happy to replace anything with a Pan's Shadow. And now we have a bunch of 4s that are all going to get hit by the +3, which is great. We can even put Laser Shark in the back row here. Gingerbread House doesn't hit anything super relevant, but it's still a bunch of 4s, which is nice. Yeah, great Laser Shark. Ah, and I won that 50-50 too. Great. A little bit of damage. Okay, now it's definitely time to start making making some decisions here with other stuff. Like the Huntsman is a quality include here. Just make Huntsman big, why not? If I could up Laser Shark by 1 to bring it in line with the Gingerbread House and the Peachy Queen, that'd be great. But it doesn't look like there's a good way to do that. And taking anything smaller is just compounding the issue. So we'll move Laser Shark next to the Gingerbread House, and I guess take Peter Pan. Continue buffing them Fey numbers as if that's going to make much of a difference. Ooh, the 3 health. Just big enough. Wow, we done some real damage there. That's already starting to get silly. Sugar Plum Fairy seems great. Maybe we'll get something out of here that can help the rest of my units catch up. Also, ideally, looking for a way to bring these 2 7s in line. Doesn't seem like I'll get it. This Rose is actually a pretty decent hit, isn't it, at this point? Yeah, 2 Pan's Shadow and one other Peter Pan, so +2/+2 for my shop, not bad. The Katamari is now +3/+2 when they attack, which is kind of cool. And they are already a 7, so that's kind of an easy replace for one of the existing 7s. I could even replace the Laser Shark with this and have everything get hit by +5. I kind of like that. Keep the Laser Shark? Keep the Laser Shark, actually, since Pan is in the same place. So we'll do this. Well, didn't get it that time. What big teeth will actually put Laser Shark at even with Huntsman, and then hit all of the 12s? Oh, I really like that. And the units here are not particularly impressive, so... Under a lot of circumstances, I would take Boon Willow here, but I don't want to break the 12 parity that I have going. So... we'll just make my shop better. The Huntsman is 10 base. Alright, yeah, leave him at 14 so all the 12s get hit. How do I feel about any of these? Not particularly impressed by any of these. They are good includes over... Like, I could potentially bring in, like, Greenbeard or something over the Shark, though. We had enough shop hits that my shop is pretty big right now. Am I okay with breaking the 14s up with Greenbeard? Because that'll make my next turn's Sensei buff worse. But I'll have a much better unit on the field. Probably worth it. I don't know that I want Greenbeard buffing Gingerbread House here. I guess ideally, if Greenbeard buffs the Huntsman, that would be great. But I don't want to swap these two. If Huntsman hunts, he'll break my parity anyway. That's true. I hadn't thought about that. That is a good point. Good. Looking solid. Alright, now I have the axe, which means we can put anybody who's actually hunting in the back row. And the Huntsman can just go at this point. He really does not matter anymore. So we could put, like, the Blind Mice instead of the Huntsman here? Kind of into that. Right now, only the Huntsman is getting hit by Sensei's ability. But Blind Mice is very happy to receive Greenbeard's buff. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, and here's Mr. Fox. Okay. Well, that changes things. Yep, let's go with that. I think I like this positioning better. Definitely happy to receive some more treasures. No, I want Mr. Fox to go off more than I want Greenbeard to go off. So we'll do it this way. 4 people. Oh, I have already made top 5. Yeah. Good. Well, this is going to be a pain to deal with, isn't it? Mr. Praetorium has some big boys. That is an easy swap. 18 for 18. And Navi can fix my other problems. Hey, Cryptomancer, how's it going? And now it's like trying to keep parity at this point is going to be a difficult endeavor. So we'll just... Sensei will provide what abilities Sensei will provide, and that'll be fine. Nobody has treasures. Disappointing. Maybe we'll put Greenbeard in front. I like Conan here, I think. I like Nessie, actually. I feel like the jump in stats to Nessie right now is actually big enough to warrant it. watch press play on tape come in with all triple digits, and it's just like, oh, I'm once again behind the 8-ball. I do want Katamari to get the first attack, though. Lamplighter will definitely have a useful treasure, so let's put Mr. Fox in front. Not Lamplighter, Lamppost. Well, that is not the useful treasure I was hoping for. Oh, it's Lamppost, not the other guy. This is the one that gets legendaries, not epic treasures. I got that backwards. Well, whatever. Spellbook punch card. That's pretty cool. Yeah, not Galahad. Yep. Galahad is indeed the one I was thinking of. Katamari at this point is getting outscaled, but has a lot of intrinsic buffs. So a through the looking glass here should be pretty good. It's alright. I don't have like Tink's torches or anything, but this is pretty good. Chip Shape Inspector definitely not landing at this point. A Kraken would be actually super good here. Yeah, I think we're bringing in a Quacken. We're gonna see if we can get quacked. Having a sneak in the front row, I think, is a good idea. And Mr. Fox is not pulling in the treasures that I wanted him to, so he can sit in the front instead of in the back. We keeping this Titania? I kind of want to keep the Titania. Let's do this. Whoa! That's a big genie. That's not okay. Alright, big back row genie for whatever reason. Ah, look who's a mage. We want Scarecrow to hit. And actually putting Captain Hook here is probably the best thing I could do. Especially with the Huntsman's Axe. So let's do this. I don't like what Titania is doing, but Titania can just be here for now until I find either another Looking Glass or a TLK. Parting Gift? I don't have any farewells at the moment. Pandora's Box and Hat of the Coven. Oh, all of my animals are mages. That actually makes Hat of the Coven potentially worth taking here. Fires of Ares, not exciting. None of these particularly exciting. Dunk Scar, get my free spell. Alright, a Rainbowed Ironcast Dragon feels pretty good here. And also feels, I think, worth dunking Titania for. Sure. And now we have room for another Hunter in the back row, so the Kraken can go there. Jeez. Go for Nessie! No, get the hunt, you idiot! Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I am above the lower level that I need here, so we're good. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I can do whatever and it's fine. Silver? Silver the Ironcast Dragon? Actually, Silver the Ironcast Dragon's pretty sick. This is a boy what needs to be gold. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. It's happening. There was that giant genie in the back row for the person that I think I'm going to be facing this round. Oh, no, it was on Praetorium's board, not on Tape's board. Okay, so where is Tape's biggest? I think Tape's biggest is in the front row. So let's do this. Well, I am very dead, but that's fine. That is top 5 or better, which is what we were looking for. So looking at the rest of the prizes, I have them all up to the day 2 stuff, I think. Oh, now it's... No. I don't have... The only thing I have actually is Faker, because all of these are new rewards for this month. New signatures and stuff. Okay. I don't mind a signed Raven. I'm okay with a signed Raven. A signed Raven at birth. How do I feel about any of these people? I think of these captains, I am most excited about Lucky Leprechaun. I don't have a sense of which of these captains is better or worse than any other. Candy Pandy has some good scaling late. Lucky Leprechaun, I think, is neat, but I don't have a good sense of if they're good or when they're good. And Merrily has, like, this really linear strategy that just gets better the entire game. Like, very obviously, you know, you can start off decently strong relative to everybody else and watch as that gets, like, incrementally better each round, which is kind of cool. What's up, Cyber Rennie? But I don't have a good sense of whether or not this is good enough in terms of how it scales for it to be like a contender compared with a decent role somewhere with one of the other captains. I suspect I am better positioned to take Candy Pandy than any of the other two here. You always get sucked into spells anyway. I mean, that is the Merrily thing, right? Like, Merrily wants you to roll, like, Once Upon a Tavern every shop. That is the best position for Merrily to be in. But I think Candy Pandy probably has the best potential of these. I guess Merrily is going to have the best early game out of any of these three, and I only need 4th or better, so maybe we just take Merrily. What does your deck look like? What have I done with you? This is remarkably unexciting. Like, this is still like a Anubis scam board here? What am I doing? Oh, I got Flopsy to double dip on the Merrily buff? Do I even have mages? Like, let's bring in some mages. Come on. Toady is remarkably uninspiring here. Shanty is fascinating. But also pretty generic. I don't think we want to do wink things here. Nightshade is a mage. Maybe not exactly what I'm looking for. Sabrina's a mage. I don't think Sabrina's what I'm looking for either. I've heard good things about Mysterio, but I don't think I have ever wanted to take a Mysterio. I guess with this captain, since I am pretty heavily relying on stats, most likely, Mysterio seems like he'd actually be a pretty good pick. In a way that he wouldn't with some other captains. Could also bring in Mephisto since I have a bunch of shop buffs. Kind of feeling Mephisto here, I'll be honest with you. All right, Don Quixote out, Mephisto in. Let's see if we can make this work. I kind of like the idea of, like, Mephisto Flopsy as my back row and just cycling in whatever's the leftmost shop unit, just take it. Just keep taking it over and over and over. I think that's a neat idea. I think it would have also been a good idea. Like, I think Merrily also has potentially a lot of benefit from the modern meta boon style side deck, custom deck, but don't have the cards for it. What are we doing here? I mean, we're just taking the bigger unit, right? We're just taking the buffed unit for all of these. There is a buffed unit. We will take the buffed unit. Pretty easy. Wow. It's uninspiring. But hey, good back row. Every time I cast a spell or recruit a mage. Well, that's a mage. That's a spell. And this is now a leftmost shop character. Yeah, the Once Upon a Tavern is fantastic. Goodbye, Pix. Thank you for your service. Doing fine, doing fine. Should we get Shanty in here? I do like shop buffs. You're not the strongest, but you are pretty good. And I could cast a spell, or I could take the buffed Peter Pan. I do kind of want to get this Shanty going. Maybe let's try this and see if this works out well for me. Looking good. Oh, looking less good. It's press play on tape again, this time with a different captain. Yeah, easy silver. Big Davy Jones, damn. Big Sugar Plum? Cast a spell? I want to cast a spell. Okay, we'll cast a spell over Big Sugar Plum. Although Big Sugar Plum would not have been the worst choice either. Everybody's still in for now. Turn 5, nobody dead. Everybody injured, though, which is interesting. Oh, bad news. Great. Easy silver. The hyena is buffed, but not in a way that's impressive. Could just take the shrink tea. Take the shrink tea. I guess Calypso would also be pretty good there. Since I do want to be casting spells. Having a big fill is pretty nice. I'm also tempted to just take Chaos to get to double up on my Merrily buff. You recognize your mages? Yeah, I still don't. I think that's actually accurate. I am real bad at recognizing mages. I think having a big fill is better for me. Not that it mattered there. Masked one is not really contributing to this pile. Spell time? Big Sparkles? Big Sparkles is bigger than Davy Jones. And better for my board than an All for One. Well, okay. I mean, well, okay. Oh, Shattered Shield feels really good here with the Punxsutawney Phil. Also, Santa's Cookies. Pretty good here with the Punxsutawney Phil. I think I like the Shattered Shield better. Nice, 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 nice. Hey, Calypso's back. At this point, I don't have good mages and pirates. You're a pirate? Okay, actually, let's just replace Puck. Get out of here, buddy. I like Shanty in the front. I don't know that Shanty will ever hunt again. It's starting to get to that point in the game. But we can try it. We can keep her around a little bit longer. And I have made top 4, so we're good here. That's not the target. You screwed it up, buddy. Oh, Mephisto's here. That is one of the things I was looking for. Should we make it happen? There's some big idiots in front. Who am I replacing in order to bring in Mephisto? Probably Callie, honestly. Because at this point, I'm a lot more invested in slot buffs than character buffs. Especially growing a board over time. Let's do this. Oh, and here's Flopsy too. Fantastic. Yeah, Shanty's never hunting again. So let's do this. And we'll grow our Mephisto by leaps and bounds here. And then it's just bring in whatever's biggest over and over and over. And Mephisto double 8 on Punxsutawney Phil, which is really, really good. Yeah, Snowball lived around, which is actually not what I expected to see. Frankenstein's Doctor is really strong here, though. Because it gives everybody farewells for the shield, also. Is that better than Sparkles? I think it's better than Sparkles. And I want Flopsy around, so Flopsy is taking this coveted front row position. I guess there's not a lot of reason for Mephisto to be here instead of here. So maybe we shift things around like this? Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. Big jack-o'-lantern. Scary? Yeah, okay. Still get hurt. Yep, understandable. Jack-o'-lantern's good. See, this is what I'm talking about with Mysterio. By the time I get offered Mysterio, I like the text on my cards more than I care about the stats on my cards. I mean, I also kind of like the stats on my cards right now, I'll be honest with you. Mephisto's not going to be exponentially growing, so maybe Mysterio is a good choice. I think the Fae was bigger than one of the fodder units. Oh, you might be right. Yeah, I probably could have traded that out for the Snowball instead. Yeah, I like the text on my cards. I don't want to take Mysterio here. So I guess we throw away a Sorcerer's Map. And then take the Ninja in Training. Mop. Mip Map Mop. Okay. Is this a big enough Mephisto that it'll do the things that I want it to? Unclear. Some things. Ah, I guess we're keeping that idiot. Frankenstein's Doctor, definitely not big enough. Okay, yeah, actually taking damage here. Anubis. Anubis doesn't have the stats to matter here. Could take the Bronze Goose. Could Mixo Macho, actually. That feels really strong here, too. This is going to be a huge Mephisto. And by huge, I mean appropriately sized. Am I actually getting through this? Ooh, that's surprising. Conan is gone forever and will never quest resolve. That's unfortunate. Take the Doctor. I'm a fan of Big Doctor. I guess we'll eat an egg. Eat an egg or Silver Calypso? Maybe take the silver, because, like, the actual unit I take here just does not matter at all. I don't want this! Alright. Ugh, God. Mistakes have been made. You want to give me, like, a Trila's Kiss or something? I guess you don't. Too bad. I will take a bigger Anubis, though. Oh, the Anubis is big enough to bring the Wicked Witch back. That's exciting. Or the Wicked Witch could just not die. Alright, here we go. Now we are in something resembling business, presumably. We need to mix match on Anubis, even if that costs me, like, my positioning for a round. I don't know if that's good. I think it's not. Oh, I'm getting full-hearted here. God damn. Infinity mission with Mitten with Anubis on the board feels like it's bonkers. Ooh. And we got a left side Anubis. That's great news. Definitely mix matching Flopsy. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. That feels like an oversight. What do you do when you're gold? I don't know that I've actually read gold Anubis before. Less than double my attack. Okay. Which is everything on this board. Every single unit. Pretty good. Why didn't it double my Anubis? Maybe it did. I guess it filled up the rest of my board. Alright, let's bring in some huge idiots to do huge idiot things. What do? You have big stats. That's what I'm looking for. You as well. Come in, Mr. Have Big Stats. Let's see if I can get first here. Yeah, Infinity Mitten doesn't work with Anubis. Huh. Alright. Good to know. Wicked Witch no longer relevant to my interests. Karma Chameleon potentially relevant to my interests, though. Let's see if you can become someone big and annoying. Become a monster. Yeah, Anubis is just bringing back whoever has been dead exactly once, yes. Drevena! Devour, baby. Oh, that's interesting. With Dravenna, not that it matters anymore because it's over, but with Dravenna, I have the interesting choice of like bringing the big idiot onto my board or taking a small idiot in order to give Dravenna the big idiot stats. Papa Bear's too big for Anubis. I mean, it was bound to happen at some point. Good stuff, good stuff. Ah, Dr. Aegon into the Mythbound cards. Excellent. Signed writing desk. Yep. No Balder. Well, I have been playing with Deinonysus a lot. And I don't know if Deinonysus is good, but I do know that I like him. Which is enough. Alright, Deinonysus. Bring the heat. Oh, I do like Old MacDonald too, for the record. Like, I think all of these captains are fun to play with. But I have had some pretty good results with Deinonysus, so I'm going to make that. Let's see if I can make that work. It's got a quest. It says quest, I'm taking it. None of your requests, however, you can get closer to making my evil stepmother complete. Yeah, let's get the evil stepmother. Bounty contract is nice. Twin shot is probably necessary, though. And then we do this with a back row laser shark. Yes, I like that better. Probably. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll take one of those too. I don't know that Captain Ahab is doing the thing, but it's early enough that he might, even with otherwise lower numbers. That's a big Achilles. Well, I take it back. I think we're screwed. How did you do this? Oh, because you're Idiary. Yeah, alright, that checks out. Peter Pan? Buff my stepsisters? This might be a buff my stepsisters angle. Peter Pan is a 4/4. I think buff my stepsisters is... I think I want to get this resolved. Not that that's going to happen with these monsters around. Cowardly Lion. It's turn 5. It's a little late for the lion. I do like the lion, but it is unlikely to work. All for One will do the trick here. And then we can focus on getting Daughter of Athena resolved. And hopefully whatever captains I get out of Dionysus' ability are going to be bonkers. Fingers crossed. Oh my god, everybody is monsters! How do I deal with this? Do I just lose? Is that what's going on here? Alright, well, I don't have enough time for ticking time top, so I guess I'm taking the chest. Ooh. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga good here. Old MacDonald probably take too long to do anything. The spell book is not relevant to me. So I guess it's Baba Yaga. And we really need to get my board like a lot bigger than it currently is. Maybe Lightning Bolt will save me for a round. That is some bigger, not a lot bigger. I feel like I'm still just immediately dead here. Yeah, we're not doing great. Blackbeard's Comb has the potential to actually rocket me into the mid game in a way that the others here don't. Okay. I can work with this. Suddenly I have a board. Still dead, though. Well, there goes my first tournament ticket. 6th place. Good job, Dionysus. Really didn't get there. It's like round 3 and 4, and every single opponent has like a 20-something, 30-something in slot 1. Like, what is going on here? Like, I will admit, I had an underpowered start because I was going for all these questers. But come on. Alright. Start it up again. Get in there, do the thing. Is it just King Arthur? It's probably just King Arthur. I do like Nemesis a lot, but I think it's... I think if I need to get top 5, it's just King Arthur. I guess it doesn't matter. I could probably Nemesis. I say that having just gotten 6th on Dionysus. So maybe it's King Arthur. Yeah, 3 turns of a 3x Sisters not triggering was not great. Well, this, on the other hand, is looking pretty good. I don't like any of these. Toto, find me better questers. Not that one. Not that one. Right, I'm supposed to do this when I take the Scrub Fowl. Lucky chest? Cursed ring is the opposite of the ring I am looking for. Probably lucky chest. Yo? Alright, Nutcracker Prince seems good here. Amari seems good here. You like the wand? I don't use that many spells is the thing. Like, unless I am doing something spell-focused, I really tend not to look at spells that much. Ember is tempting. Anything is better than the Scrub Fowl, though. They're like 2 mage heroes. I mean, that's not wrong, but it really doesn't matter which captain I have. If I'm not doing something specifically spell focused, I just don't look at spells nearly as often as I ought to. Bring in Tink. Like Tink, have a board full of heroes, like actual just board full of heroes. Sure. Okay, now we're the monster, I guess. Yo, Achilles? Is Achilles the hero I'm looking for? I think Achilles might be the hero I'm looking for. I don't know that Tink is the hero I'm looking for. Well, they sure are being nice about giving me heroes, though. Don Quixote? The Man of La Mancha? I don't think my board is ready to La Mancha. We've got this Achilles happening, you see. Actually, that is some incentive to try Don Quixote. I could swap out Toto here. And see if between the Nutcracker Prince and Achilles, I can bring up Don Quixote high enough that he can actually hunt. Might have into it, actually. Just take the Lightning Bolt. More Don Quixote? Bigger Don Quixote? Kind of into that too. All right, Tink. You've grown a bit. I was not expecting a white whale. I'm never expecting a white whale, let's be honest. Whale is pretty big, though. Whales do got numbers. Maybe we could get something that's not a whale, though. Alright. It's not nothing. I don't know what it is, but it's not nothing. Well, I no longer think I'm getting first place. But that doesn't matter. All we need is 5th. And I think we've got that clinched already. Is it Merlin time? Is it time for Merlin? It's definitely too late for Huff and Puff. He is, in fact, a mage hero. You're not wrong. Alright, yeah, let's give that a shot. I'd take a spell, but I have a gold Katamari here. None of these are spells related, but Dragon Dice is great. Don Quixote still not hunting. Ah, the full heart of damage. Exactly what I wanted. Thanks. Alright, let's start growing this board. Okay, well, with Merlin on the field, Hat of the Coven feels very strong. And also Fairy Queen's Wand is here. Sure. I just get full hearted here. Both of these idiots just full heart me. We're not scaling fast enough to meet the boards that they already have. And the Man of La Mancha never got a single hunt, as expected. Standard, really. Alright, whatever. I'll take my 3rd and move on to the next round. A very familiar Merlin experience, true. Mount Mimic! My preview card. I've been playing with the mountain, and I like them. I don't like them as much as I like some other captains, but I do like them. Nemesis is great, though. Nemesis, I think, is the strongest captain in Mythbound. I am, for some reason, doing Candy things. I think because Candy Dandy is absolutely bonkers with Nemesis's captain ability. Nemesis is super pretty art. True. I don't know about Weensea. I think Weensea maybe shouldn't exist. Weensea and the Raven are both uninspiring entrants into this deck. But I don't have... not Calypso, the other one. The one that's like a recruit for +2/+2 to your spells. Or anything else that is spell-related at the top end. I am running Destiny, so I probably should be running Sigrun and Perseus. That feels like a fairly easy swap, actually. Wow, was I running Destiny with literal 0 questers in my opening deck? I'd also love to get Miseria in here, but I don't have the card unlocked yet. Probably put in Miseria over Lemonhead. And then just have the higher level payoffs for Candy. I'm not even sure that the Candy payoffs are necessary. It helps some. It gives me actually never mind. Candy payoffs are necessary, especially like something to let me survive the early game long enough to keep my hearts so that I can get Cotton Candy Dandy before I lose a heart and get my spells buff that way. It's a lot of weight on legendary. It is. But, like, I'm not intending to ever draft Perseus or Sigrun. They're just there for Destiny. Wow, this is a start. Probably Stepmother. I don't like this. Okay. What is this garbage? Oh, Dragonling. There is no surer way to get full-hearted on turn 2 or 3 than to take Dragonling on a board of otherwise uninspiring power. Could go with Slappy here. Slappy could be a pick. Pix is maybe a better pick. Oh, I need some power on this board. No. 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 Come on. Stupid Rumpelstiltskin. Gumdrop, the Silver, or the Hyena. Or honestly, all of these are tempting. All of these are fine takes here. I'm leaning towards Jack in the Box, because while I like Captain Ahab, the more just general purpose stats I can get on my board, and I think I can't afford to take a spell this round, because I really need to get Rose off of the board. Fortune Teller is great. Set? Can I do set? Villain, toy, Fae, mage. Yeah, I just need to replace Jack in the Box. Villain, Fae, mage, toy, villain. So if I replace Jack in the Box with Nesting Scrubfowl, my board gets measurably worse, but I trigger set this round. Maybe it's worth it? I feel like it might be. I feel like it might be. That is my first heart, though. And because I haven't gotten any other buffs, I have to take Decree. Dr. Aegon. Blackbeard's Comb. Jack Frost over the Nesting Scrubfowl. Easy. And we Gumdrop. Who do we Gumdrop here? Who on this board do I actually want to keep? I guess Slappy? That's nice. Osiris, I'm not doing. Moonsong, I may be doing. And I don't like Pauper. Alright, Moonsong it is. This gives me my quest, but this is Lemonhead. And I think I need Lemonhead. Silver, you say? Or the Silvery Moon? No, I like the Silver Jack Frost. Here we go. This isn't even that much better. It's not like I have animals on this board. But alright, get me a little bit of extra health. Probably fine. You are late to the party, my friend. I'll take you anyway. Wow, really not getting anything done here. That's true, it's also a mage for the boon. Yep, yep. Jack in the Box. Not good enough. It is a treasure. Maybe Lightning Bolt because I want to heal this heart. I think Lightning Bolt, actually. We just want to take some tempo plays and want to heal this heart. Big Captain Ahab. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I'm in. Me and the captain, hopefully making it happen. big hit. Good lightning bolt. Nameless one is strong. I do like Destiny here. Who does Destiny replace? I guess, given what I have in my deck, Destiny literally does nothing for me until I'm legendary. So I probably don't take Destiny here. Which means let's just cycle the Rose. Don't have the quest slots. Just take Shrink Tea. Two-Headed Wizard is maybe a better take than Shrink Tea. This plus 5 health feels like it's no longer contributing much. Yep, that's a heart of damage. I agree. Double Dippin' Chocolates. Okay, it's a deal. When did I get Dr. Oh, I got Dr. Aegon off of the set thing, and I haven't been paying any attention to it at all. Skeleton Key? Mimic? Probably Skeleton Key. If I think I can get something that's not a common treasure. Like, if Captain Ahab ever gets his quest off, that'd be great. Ooh. I thank you for your service, Two-Headed Wizard. It is no longer necessary. We're doing this instead. Oh, good. Rumpelstiltskin still out there full-hearting people. God damn it. I need top 4. How am I doing here? My treasure buffs are pretty garbage. It might be character buffs. It might be spell buffs. Because I think we're trying to get some candy value here. I guess character buffs is pretty good for what I have on the board. Which is really what I need to be focused on right now, I think. Hat? Very late to the party, but yes, I'll always take a hat. Slappy, not impressive. Twilight Sprinkles has potential. Should we just gumdrop the Twilight Sprinkles? This Kiss is somewhat tempting. You could also meet in a bakery and get a huge epic. Oh, I kind of like that. I definitely need something for my board, though. It needs to be a gumdrop or a TLK or a bakery. Not as excited about going to legendary, so maybe... If Twilight Sprinkles gets big enough to hunt, that's worth. And this sweetens. I guess bakery sweetens also. But I like the bigger sprinkles than bakery, I think. Oh, here we go. This has a lot of potential, too. Maybe Nameless One will be something cool. Heck yeah. Candy Sparkles? That's great. Am I just getting full-hearted here? No. Their board is big, but not bigger than mine. Starburst. Okay, yeah, we're in it. Yo, Halja? Alright, Captain Ahab, you have infringed on my hospitality for entirely too long. Extra Halja? Looking Glass, not what I'm looking for here. But that is a lot of spell power. So I really just need to be able to cast a spell that buffs my board ever, and I will be set. Which means probably Flip Lemonhead is, I think, the biggest value I can get on my board at the moment. Either flip Lemonhead or dunk Friar Tuck. On account of he's a mage, so it continues to level up my pointy hat bonus. Could be flip Tink, since Tink will come back Candy, whatever legendary she is. Not opposed to that either. Candy Bahamut. Okay, fine. Not a big deal. None of this does anything. Whoa. Solid. Yeah, all of this stuff coming after I have already been knocked all the way down to 1 heart, which is kind of disappointing. How do I bring in Tin Man? Maybe I don't. Maybe I just Starburst. Everything on my board is so good here. Okay, I am willing to dunk Halja for Perseus. This is looking pretty good. I suspect I have my top 4 already. Let's just Draupnir. Yeah, Draupnir's wild. And then we kiss Perseus, which is the best news I've had all day. It's always Paul Bunyan. Okay, am I alone in this? Is it not always Paul Bunyan? I feel like 80% of the time when I kiss a legendary, it's Paul Bunyan. And I don't know what that is, because there's a lot of legendaries that are, or a lot of secret rares that aren't Paul Bunyan. But it happens enough of the time that, like, Polygalactica, yeah, what is up with that? Every time. I should start writing down the instances of when it happens and like, when I kiss or, yeah, when I kiss a legendary to see which secret rare I get, because I do feel like there's some waiting going on here that's just unreasonable. Bunyan's Axe? Gingerbread? Bunyan's Axe and Gingerbread Oven are interesting because they both occupy similar niches, but Bunyan's Axe actually grants a farewell, while Gingerbread Oven doesn't. Well, I don't think it makes too much of a difference either way. The amount of stats I would be getting from either of these is minuscule compared to the stats on my board. So we'll just take the one that's more consistent, I think. Cotton Candy Dandy. Here we go. Late to the party, though. Doesn't matter at this point. Well, probably does matter, actually. And I think is better for me than Bahamut here. I think it's worth the stats loss in order to start getting this ability and improving my candy speed. Yeah, get out of here, buddy. God, it's a lot of slots. It's a lot of slot buffs. I do like goldening a 2-headed wizard. I mean, I also like cherry on top, but I think I like this better. Oh, give me some golden. Why, yes, I would love to double Eureka my Twilight Sprinkles. Thank you for asking. Astral Navigator's cool. Doesn't matter on this board. Double Sugar and Spice? I don't actually know that I'm going to recruit whatever I get off of it. But it does mean that whatever I next recruit is going to be like about the same as my board instead of vastly underpowered. And this gives me the double sweeten, the quadruple sweeten, I guess, off of Cotton Candy Dandy. So that means Sparkles is going to give more buffs around also. Do I have I thought I had Trash this game. Maybe that was a previous game. Okay. Yeah, then the Common Treasure, not that big a deal. So we'll just take the Sugar and Spice. Give Sparkles a little bit more oomph. And that Guardian of the Grove is doing work here. Oh, actually, this is perfect. This is such a great find here. Yeah, I'll take the Golden Fountain. Make my treasures better at treasure. I would like some Candy Mages. And I'm just so much bigger than their board. Even with that massive 3 blind bias, I am so much bigger than their board. Well, an easy first when I needed 4th or better. Oh, this was a top 3 round. Wow. Got farther than I thought. No, that was 4th or better. Okay, yeah, as expected. Moving into the top 3, right, it's just a display bug. Well, no Galileo for me. Just easy Nemesis. Again, easy Nemesis. I suspect that Destiny is not where I need to be here. I also suspect that Astral Navigator is not doing quite what I want him to. So I want to prevent the early full hearts. So we could try this stuff. And then I want stuff that enables my my ability, and I'm not really seeing anything. Maybe Perseus can come back in since I'm intending to do some amount of boon things. And as long as I have Fortune Teller, Young Herc is not a bad include. Let's give that a shot. Slappy seems good. I don't want to get trapped focusing on quests early on. Like I really want to play this early on as just tempo. I want to have stats on the board. I want to not lose I want to not take damage. Peachy Queen is fine. There's them pirates. This is looking okay. Good first couple of turns. Oh, I like Katamari getting the Peachy Queen buff. Get Lemonhead. I think Lemonhead is broadly a good idea. The fact that I haven't found any candy yet, or haven't made the time for any candy yet, is maybe a reason not to take Lemonhead. I don't know. That's not exactly clear one way or the other. Like, I think Lemonhead over the Spider is probably a reasonable choice. I think I am more inclined to Silver Peachy Queen and hope I get a candy spell, as opposed to firing off Meeting in a Tavern. Yes. Oh, Herc is here. Ugh. Herc also good. No, I'm gonna commit to the candy bit. I don't have any quests, and I don't have any boons. So maybe Young Herc, not that good. Yo, this Thanatos art is wild. I really like what this game is doing with the captains. It's so cool. Wow, these are some stat lines. I guess that is how Thanatos works. Golden Peachy Queen? I will gold a Peachy Queen. You can't stop me. We bring in something big here? We sure can. Oh, those are some numbers. Okay. Thank you for your service. Mama Bear? Are we bearing? This is a nice find over the Katamari. Or over the Ember, rather. To support the Katamari. Yeah, it really feels like Katamari is, my raison d'etre here. Probably butchered that. But, Katamari carry. Uh-oh. Yeah. I cannot in good conscience take a +1 from Anoint or Verdict, so we'll just decree. Animals. I like animals. You're an animals. Give me the animals. This is also probably worth. Slightly more power, less health, but that's okay. Was planned, we wanted to get the Nemesis buff. It's not like I'm casting spells right now. Well, I found a spells to cast, I guess. I do like Candy Katamari. How do I feel about Golden Katamari? Positive, I guess? Oh no, am I just getting randomly full-hearted by this stupid Lady of the Lake board? Oh yeah, Lady of the Lake getting Frankenstein's Doctor on turn 7 or 6 or whatever. Yeah, that'll do it. Look at how many slot buffs this board has. They must have gotten that on turn, like, 4. Cutlass into Little Lance. Constellation Prize early. Wow, what a board. Huh. Alright, so at this point, I can take character buffs and feel good about where Mama Bear and Bunny is at. Let us increase the lemon head. All of this is garbage. Shrink tea, let me live another round. Sure. This is a tiny enough Minotaur that I can afford to tin man it up for a round. I feel like I'm not losing out on that much here in order to do this. Timeline Duplicate's a lot late for Timeline Duplicator. I can't take it here. Buried Treasure is good for Katamari and Bunny, I guess. I think Gravity Well is probably better for me overall. Maybe I'll ever find some treasure buffs. Alright, one down. Starburst, please. Oh, I want a double-double. I want a double-double, and I want to do some moving around so we fill out the last slot buff so that I can potentially take What's-His-Butt. Ship shape. We once again increase our Katamari. Although at this point, we could maybe increase our Anne Bunny and feel good about that too. I do want Anne Bunny to get those haunts. Or hunts, rather. Again with the mousetrap? Rude. Well, Thanatos had such an impressive board, and I guess I vaulted directly overhead, and am now demolishing them in return. Seems fair, I suppose. Sprinkles is here. Can I run Sprinkles? I think I like Sprinkles better than I like Tin Man. Papa Bear is an easy swap with Mama Bear. But also, maybe Lemonhead just goes. And we bring in Papa Bear instead. Kind of like that too. Getting the Twilight Sprinkles leveled up a little bit quicker. Okay. Evens the whole way down? Fine. All of this is garbage. I don't want any of this. None of this is remotely helpful for me. Do I have any particular treasures I'm interested in right now? Lich King's Heart. But none of you are uncommon. Just take Greed. Greed is a really minor spell here. I don't have any legendaries for True Love's Kiss. Am I willing to dunk someone in order to get the treasure out of Shipshape Inspector? Probably, to be honest. Like, I definitely lose a bit on stats, but the rest of the board is doing okay. And maybe this gives me Energizer or something. If this gives me Energizer, I'm feeling really good about that. None of these things are Energizer. Again, oh no, this is Co-Captain, not Timeline Duplicator. That's fine. If I thought I was going to survive this round, I would love to get a Hidden Treasure Room. We're just going to get a Co-Captain's Corsair. Oh, my animals are everything? Well, many things. Not candy, notably. Electric just immediately buffs my Gravity Well, which feels pretty good. And Toucan Sam gives me an extra shop each turn? With maybe more spells? That's probably worth, actually, getting the extra spell each round. I feel like that's probably worth, as long as I'm surviving another round. Which, this immediately gives me the bonus shop, though, so that's definitely worth. Sure. Yeah, alright. Alright, I made top 3. That's great news. This is exactly the right time to die when I have already made top 3. Signed Jill. Thanks, Jill. Some more candy for Nemesis. Thinking. Alright, top 2 to advance. Round 4, let's go. Well, I don't have Cat Kiss. I like Cat Kiss, like, I like her ability. But yeah, haven't bought her. I don't really feel particularly good about Romeo. I have never chosen Gokatu as a captain. So it's Legend of Loxley. Let's legend some Loxleys. I have him set up as a Rolo captain. Which probably means we need to bring in Destiny. Do I have Sigrun. We can bring in Sigrun. Flopsy is not really a good pick here. Not particularly excited about Sir Francis Drake. Or the Thunder of Dragons, to be honest. Sinbad is very mediocre here. Netherbinder? Not opposed to Netherbinder. I like the Dragon's Jewel. And works surprisingly well with Destiny. Astral Navigator would also be a thing that I'd want if I had them unlocked, which I don't appear to. Alright, I think I am happy to give this a shot. Get in there, Loxley, old boy. Do your best. Oh, heck yeah. Early Dragonling. Dragonling's real good on Loxley. Because the built-in treasure hoard actually provides the buff from the get-go. Picks him up. Maybe do this then. Good. Like Navi, but I also like the extra shop. Irat's pretty good. Hey, Destiny's here. All right, get out of here. You're gone. Destiny can be in the back row. That's fine. Oh my god. Am I immediately getting Miseriad? I think I am immediately getting Miseriad. Not only that, immediately getting Full-Hearted. Ah, thank you for the treasure. Well, Destiny did exactly what it was supposed to, so that's good. Probably Spinach. We need a bigger board here. None of this really improves my board. Destiny is still pretty good there. Let's just bump up that slot 1 again. Oh, I feel like a lot of the time when I pick Loxley as my commander, I come up against people that just don't have treasures. So this is actually really nice. I feel like I'm getting value out of my captain ability that I don't usually. Because the people I'm facing are people who high-rolled at least a little bit. For once. High-rolled enough to get treasures, but not high-rolled enough to dunk me. So that's nice. Thank you, Loxley, for finally doing something. Alright, it's finally the time to start taking these Navis. Like, Peachy Queen, Sugar Plum Fairy, great. Whatever. Silvery Moon, fine. I guess it doesn't matter as much for Loxley. But I do want to start taking Navis so that I can eventually get the golden ability. Greeded treasures without the meat. Yeah, absolutely. I don't need to worry about questers. I can just get the treasures without having to do any of the work. Rolo! Okay, thank you, Pix. Your time is done. I appreciate your service, but now it's over. Oh, that is still a half heart. Ember? Greed? Giving people Treasure Hoard is going to be surprisingly powerful, I think, over the course of this game. So +1/+1 to everybody is probably less good than an immediate plus, what, 5, 6? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? +7/+7 to 1. And I do want to keep Roller around for some time. And then this is some garbage. Treasure Fairy Dragon also pretty good here, actually. Let's do that. Get a bigger Destiny. Maybe Captain Ahab will ever get to hunt. Top 2 to advance. This is not looking like top 2. But Delbu and Jubarm over here don't look like they're going to last particularly long. The concern is Razormane and Dowex, neither of which have taken any damage yet. And I am not overpowering Dowex with my current board. Oh, that's a nice acorn. That's a big Dragonling, actually. Wow, we're doing good. All right, Captain Ahab, you tried. Now is Drake time. Now is time for Drake. Thunder. Thunder. I got time. We went from 6 people alive to 3 people alive in 1 round. Wow. Yeah. No, 3 people just took full heart damage over the course of the last round. Well, time for me to die, I think. I was hoping the other people would stay alive for long enough to give me a little bit more of a buffer against these two monsters. We got time. Yeah, we don't got time. There is no more time. Whoa, I thought they were going to be way buffer than this. Okay, we might be doing okay here. There is a chance. Nope. Ow. Crystal ball. I think I do need to take the crystal ball. The crystal ball is important. This is my dragon's shop. How do I feel about my dragon's shop? Through the Looking Glass buffs up the crystal ball. But I think I like everything on my board. Like, the fairy dragon is probably the least important on this board. I could replace them with Maverick. Honestly, what I should probably do... No, I like the Destiny being summoned in to wherever... like whatever Destiny summons in, having the fairy dragon buff. Mav halfway with Rolo is interesting. Yeah. This is some decisions to be made here. I actually hadn't realized that Mav and Rolo, like that I have Rolo on my board, so I should probably take Maverick. And Mav is an easy replace for the Dragonling too. Like, if I'm taking the Dragonling for treasures, then I should just take Maverick and Icewing instead. And I don't think I'm hitting through the Looking Glass anywhere, so let's just do this. Energizer. Energizer? I'm not taking any of these for stats. So let's dunk Miseria for the treasure. Yo. How busted is this? I don't have the gravity well. But like, Crystal Ball, Energizer, the Captain's Cutlass alone makes this feel pretty strong. How did you... Oh. Viscount Chocolat. Of course. Damn. My treasures are giving +2/+2 now. Ah, so Trash Can and Energizer don't affect each other. I guess they're categorized as like meta buffers for treasure, so they don't increase each other's buffs. Makes sense. None of these are things I want to add to my board. Frankenstein's Doctor actually is not the worst choice to add to the board here. But I wouldn't want to give up... I guess Mav doesn't really do anything, does he, anymore? He's just stats. And Fairy Dragon is not only just stats, but like adding +20/+20 to my front row. This is reasonable then. +6/+14, huh? That's where we're at? I think I'm still just taking the Cowardly Lion because I want another treasure. But also I want the Destiny slot bigger. This might be worth. Big White Whale. Yo, that's a quest completion, isn't it? Destiny doing the thing. Good job, Destiny. I I will happily take a Bottled Starlight. I think Infinity Mitten is a better choice for my board. Dropnir also good. I think Infinity Mitten actually a better choice for my board than Dropnir. But I want the bonus reward. I like bonus rewards, you see. I think the tournament run is not the time to be taking bonus rewards. I think we take the Mitten. Are you done? Did you do the thing? No, you've barely done. Whoa! How did we get one of these? What condition did I fulfill to acquire a boon? Did Sigrun give you a boon when she finds her treasure? We can easily trigger 3 farewells here. 2 boons when gilded. Oh, interesting. Well, it's huge, so let's continue to work on that. None of this matters. Lightning Bolt also doesn't matter. Goldilocks actually really solid here with Frankenstein's Doctor. I mean, not gross, but pretty good? I don't think it's worth giving up the +40/+40 or so that Fairy Dragon is offering, though. And I don't want to replace Rolo yet. So we'll just Lightning Bolt, even though that does, I think, actual nothing. Oh, it doesn't do actual nothing. It killed something. That is an unfortunately growing Spirit of Vengeance, so I have cause for concern. When you complete my quest, discover 1 boon because it's not golden. Yep, sure. I don't think any of these are coming onto my board here. So we just gold Sigrun for 2 treasures? It feels not bad. Doc Mitz Goldie is kind of real. It really is. Oh, I'm Loxley. Goldening them doesn't give me a treasure. It's just a free shop. Okay. None of this is anything. None of this is anything I care about. Starlight is +24. All right. Treasures are doing what they're supposed to. I should pick a peck. Should I pick a peck of dragons? You like dragons. And Helika's not big enough. Even 2-headed dragon, I think, is not big enough here. Continue to embiggen my Sir Francis and hope for a kiss or Looking Glass in the near future. Yeah, spells are definitely starting to get big. That's pretty good. Cycle the level 1 dragon, sure. Yeah, I am currently in top 2, so I guess my decisions have stopped mattering all too much here. Big slot buff. I would like my Destiny to have a big slot. Oracle of Fortunes. Do I want to replace somebody with Oracle of Fortunes? I'm so greedy when it comes to treasures. None of this matters. I am overpowering my opponent right now. I don't really need to be making decisions. I can just take the Eureka and continue leveling up the things that I'm leveling up and not worry about it at all. This, on the other hand, is a good hit because it hits the spirit. And now my board is that much more intimidating for anybody else I run into. First. Only needed second. Got first. Signed Baron Bach is cool. Faker stuff, sure. All right, moment of truth. This is my last ticket and my last battle in order to make it into day 2. Just kept stealing common treasures. I mean, that's pretty good for the strawberries, right? Deinonysus, Toucan Samuel, and Mount Mimic. I am, I think, unreasonably fond of Deinonysus. I've also got enough work put into them that they have a decent character deck. So they're probably my pick over Mount Mimic. So I think I reroll here and get someone I don't care about. Yep, Dino, get in there. I'm not actually sure that Deinonysus is the best choice here. Like, Toucan Samuel is a very good captain. Deinonysus has a lot of variance to them. Can start off really slow, but could also get, like, some real overpowering high rolls. I feel like Toucan Samuel is a more consistent captain, but we do need exactly first place here. So I think I am better off taking a roll of the dice. Fingers crossed. Puck or Slappy? Puck potentially enables more of the questers, I think. Okay. Yeah, this is why I took Puck. Is I thought that I might get like a Dragonling or a Sisters and need to give them a little bit more power. Hit Jack, hit Jack. Heck yeah. Take damage, idiot. Sure. Wow. Probably Thorn. None of these are particularly impressive. What are we up against here? Who are you? Oh, that's a Nemesis art I haven't seen before. Beanstalk, Dragon Mother. No names I'm particularly concerned about. Although I think Zix I've seen before. What the crap? Giant Beanie Baby. Don't like that. At least I only took half a heart. Whew. The Pumpkin Spice. Yes. Snowball. There's a case to be made here for silvering the Jealous Stepsisters. I think I want to get Thorn off of my board first, though. Oh, here we go. Now I don't need to worry about the Jealous Stepsisters at all. Tradesies. Take a damage. Love bounty contract here. Wand of Anger also appealing. First Ring also appealing. Get some more stats early on. But I love scaling. I like hunt mechanics just a little bit too much. Destiny is here. Oh, thank you, Destiny. Absolutely. 100% of the time I bring Destiny in. Destiny is exactly what I'm looking for here. Like, Destiny and Deinonysus are such a good match. Hyena over Puck is a thought. I don't think we're going for the Chameleon. I could just Twinkle. I think I just Twinkle here, actually. One heart, one heart. Okay. Pretty standard stuff here. Yeah, got the quest. Bounty contract did the thing. That's exciting. Why am I at 1, actually? I feel like I have gotten 2 quests done. Is that not right? Unless I completed 2 quests this round. Oh, I must have completed 2 quests this round. Okay. I like this back row. Let's acorn it up. Yeah, I got Dragonling and Lance this round, but when I only had the 2 treasures, so I was going by that comparison. But yes, I needed to get this shop, and then I would realize exactly where I'm at. Merrily. King Arthur also okay. Merrily is going to read, your character has +2/+2 and improve this buff by +2/+2. So Merrily scales better than King Arthur, I think. Given Dionysus. Oh, Herc is here. Okay, we have to do that. Sorry, Puck. Your time in the sun is over. I would love to silver a Destiny. Thanks for asking. Sure. Do we have it? Yo, we do have it. Okay, Shipshape Inspector, get in here. Who am I replacing? Is this Jill? Am I just losing Jill? I feel like the stats loss on Jill is pretty big here. But I also like where Snowball is at. I guess Snowball isn't that much bigger, and this treasure is definitely worth it. Yeah, Acorn Jill is kind of a lot. Yo! I think we might be doing some Mira things. I think it might be time to just... Yeah, this is going to be wild. Bahamut's easy to get. Moonsong, I think I'm in a position where Moonsong is easy to get, and maybe even Moonsong is a better reward. We got Mira and Merrily here. Like, I think we have to go Moonsong. Well, Timeline Duplicator? Oh, duplicate all three of these? Oh, I think we're doing it. I think we're doing silly dino things. I think it is actually happening. Yeah. Oh, we're so in there. We're so in there. We'll do this. And now we've got to start casting spells. And Huntsman may very well do the thing also? That's exciting. I want this to hit. I want to take advantage of the... All right. I think we're just hitting Tink here, and it's fine. Yo, arrows? I'm okay with that too. I want this slot improved, and Jill's buff improved. Yeah, all right. I like my odds now. I think we're doing great. I think we're gonna full heart everybody for the next at least 2 rounds, unless they did some really ridiculous things. But we might already just be bigger than everybody else. And my scaling right now is about to become just absolute bonkers. None of this does anything. I guess I cast Lightning Bolt and that improves my buff on the left side. I could also just take the ninja instead of the Dragonling. Nah. Also don't... What? Okay. Well, in that case, yes, I am ready to be silly. Yeah, this is a completely fair thing that I'm doing. I think we have learned what fair looks like in Once Upon a Galaxy. Yep, that's what I was looking for. That's wild. Okay. Oh, I should have taken the Fairy Godmother. Merlin also a fine include here. Or we cast a spell in order to once again increase our buff. But I think maybe we grab Merlin, and that just turns everything into just complete insanity. Yeah, I think the scaling on Merlin is too good right now. Yo, what's up, Kelvin? How's it going? Weekend? That's fantastic. Happy for you. Also, 800 on this 10 million Fireflies? Completely unreasonable. We need to hit a Fae or Mage, like, for example, Merlin. Oh, yeah, that's why this is the 900, is because I am Ares. None of this is particularly impressive. So we take advantage of the Angelica buff and bring in one of these dragons and or Friar Tuck. Friar Tuck seems like not the worst choice here. Young Hercules not delivering, I got to admit. So maybe let's do that. And now we get more shops if I cast more spells. And all of the things that we were complaining about other people doing, we are now doing, which is great news. I think I've got my first place clinched at this point. I feel very good about my options. I could take the Fortune Teller, actually. I think I will just greed again. I suppose I double here. Mixo Macho doesn't do anything. I am much bigger than everybody else. We could Looking Glass someone. Silver Merlin was an interesting skip. Fair enough. I don't think it matters that much. Like, Silver Merlin or Gold Merlin doesn't change this number by much. I guess it's getting a mage, but getting a spell is just as good as getting a mage. Like, I would rather cast a spell than Silver Merlin. You need to stay there until I'm ready to fight. Do we Looking Glass somebody? Otherwise, Mixo Macho is the only target. But Starlight Starbright hits the entire board for nothing. So we Mixo Macho. Is Destiny doing anything? I mean, if they die, they might get me a free treasure. But no, not really. They are Fae, actually. That would have worked. I guess I could Looking Glass Destiny and feel pretty good about that. But this is the only person left alive, and we are beating their board by 2 orders of magnitude. So it seems to be not that big of a deal. Oh, this got big. But I could cast a spell, so I'm going to cast a spell. Do we gold 10 million Fireflies? Do I bring in Jabberwocky? The Jabberwocky is now bigger than Destiny. Bring in Nuada? Again, none of this makes a difference. None of this makes a difference at all. And the text on Destiny really doesn't seem like it's doing much. Oh. Well, Jabberwocky has some big numbers. I forgot that Jabberwocky was both Fae and a mage. So that makes that, I think, a little bit cleaner. And we continue to have a final tournament round that is easier than almost all of my other tournament rounds. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, easy day 2. Fantastic, fantastic. Good morning, Tiff. Yeah, made it. I was concerned. I was actually concerned. I had my 2 tickets and I lost my first ticket on round 3, and was like, oh, that was not great. 6th place when I needed 3rd. But the second run went very smoothly. That's what a spell board does sometimes. Sometimes, that's right, yeah. I mean, the real bonus there was getting Deinonysus. And Mira, and I guess Merrily didn't matter too much there. But Mira was the big deal. Getting huge buffs on the Merlin ability. Very, very cool.